Hi, this is Anita with Workflow Grow, bringing you this installment of Express Death Stretch, where I'll be wrapping up my series on sleep. March is National Sleep Awareness Month, and I have been focusing my episodes on sleep because sleep is so important. If you want to do anything well, work, relationships, health, or just plain living, you really need to have a good foundation of sleep. So I did talk about in my previous 2 episodes how important preparing for sleep as soon as you wake up is to the day. And if you want to reflect back on what you should do in the morning and what you should do in the afternoon, refer back to Mornings Matter and Ground Down to Wind Down. But today I am going to bring you some tips, some of the top behavioral tips that you can do after sunset to begin to prepare so that you can sleep well at night. And so first of all is turn down the light. Electricity is the invention of the light bulb is frankly what ruined sleep for people, or electricity, because now people are tempted to stay up later, and the bright light also, especially fluorescent light, and light from screens like computer screens or TV screens tells your brain to stop making melatonin. And that is a hormone that helps you to fall asleep. So it's really better to use something more like table lamps or other low lighting for any lighting needs that you need. And if you've got to be on a screen, then use some blue light blocking glasses. Number 2 is control the substances. So while alcohol or even cannabis and tobacco for that matter might help you to relax, to fall asleep, they disrupt your deep sleep and your REM sleep, which are really the most important stages of the 4 stages of your sleep. So try to minimize, if not eliminate, those substances from your routine. Number 3 is cool it down. So keep your bedroom about 3 degrees cooler than the rest of your home. Your body temperature naturally drops when you sleep. And so if you help it out with keeping your bedroom a little bit cooler, that helps you to fall asleep faster and stay asleep. There's also a lot of actually other really good health benefits associated with a cooler room. And then lastly, slip into sleep with some stretches. So many of us spend a lot of our day going, and that puts us in our sympathetic nervous system. It's hard to relax when you're in your sympathetic nervous system. So if you want to really get ready for good sleep, you want to get into your parasympathetic nervous system. And that's what stretching does for you. So we're going to do that right now. This is specifically designed, this stretch, for doing at nighttime right before you go to bed. You can do it anytime really to relax, but right before bedtime is a great time to utilize this series. All right, let's see you in your bedroom. So we're going to do our breath work on the front end of our stretches today. And this breath work is called the physiological sigh. And actually, you pretty much naturally do it when you go to bed. You may just not realize it. Almost all animals do the physiological sigh before they go to sleep. And what that simply is 2 quick inhales and 1 long exhale. So Mother Nature knew how to create us, because that is something we naturally do. But now we're going to intentionally do it. So 2 quick inhales, inhale, long exhale. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. 2 quick inhales, exhale. Last time. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so get in some comfortable clothes and let's do some stretches that get you ready for a good night's sleep. As I mentioned, these stretches are specifically designed to do ideally right before you go to bed. But really, like with any of the stretches that I show you all, they can be done at any time of the day to give you that just rejuvenation and just refreshed approach on your day. All right, so we're going to start with these in a modified child's pose. And so come onto your knees and place your hands and your forearms on your bed. Take your knees out wide, bring your toes to touch behind you, and sink your hips in between your knees and drop your head in between your shoulders and just let gravity do its thing. As you inhale, lengthen a little bit, spread your fingertips out wide. As you exhale, sink your hips more towards your heels. With each exhale, try to give in just a little bit more. You feel good opening in your shoulders, your legs, your hips, all the places that get bound up from a full day of work. One more inhale and exhale. All right, come on up to standing. And we'll do a figure 8 pose. This is, again, another great pose to do at any time during the day, but especially great at night. Cross your right leg over your left, reach your arms over your head, grab your right wrist with your left hand, and pull your arms to the left, press your hips to the right. So you're making a figure 8 with your body. It's kind of a wonky figure 8, but it's a figure 8. Should feel a nice opening in your side body here. And come back to center and cross your left leg over your right. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull over to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen your stretch. Couple more rounds of breath. All right, very good. Unwind and then turn to face your bed. This next move is called a passive squat. Turn your toes out long ways, so away from you. And your feet should be a little bit further than shoulder width apart. So facing, when I'm facing you, it should be about the distance between your feet. And facing the bed, bring your hands onto your bed and just walk your fingertips out as far as you can and bring your head to rest on the bed and just let your hips sink down towards the floor. With each exhale, try to sink just a little bit lower, maybe just even a millimeter. And come on up to standing, reach your arms up, make a big star. And let's do that one more time. Exhale, lengthen your fingertips across your bed, bring your head to rest on your bed, and let your hips sink down towards your floor. Press your knees open behind you. Press your knees behind you. And come on up. All right, so this I love. This is my very favorite stretch to do right before bed, which is a half pigeon on the bed. If you're doing this at work, you can do this with your desk. And so bring your shin up onto your bed and work your shin, if you can, towards parallel with the edge of your bed. And your shin is able to lay flat on your bed. If you've got tight hips like I do, your knee might be up a little bit, and that's fine. So you can stay right here. There's a lot of stretch right here, or you can walk your hands out over onto your bed and just recline over your shin. Keep your foot flexed, and you can come down to your forearms, or if you have the flexibility, you can reach your fingertips and lay your whole torso on your leg. We'll stay here for about 30 seconds. So really connect to your breath here as you inhale and exhale. Try to sink a little bit lower. Just bring your breath into whatever is you're resisting here. It's a great hip opener, lower back opener. Sciatic nerve opener. About 10 more seconds here. And walk your hands back up. And switch sides. The longer that you can hold that, the better. We just held it for about 30 seconds, but if you can hold it for a couple of minutes, even more powerful. All right, switch sides. So now I'm going to bring my left shin up, and I'm working my shin towards parallel with the edge of my bed. And you can stay right here or walk your hands any amount forward, and we will stay here for about 30 seconds as well. Each exhale, sink a little bit lower. And 5 more seconds. And walk your hands back up. And bring your leg down. All right, our final 2 poses will be on the bed. And so get yourself ready, and I will see you there. So it's great to do these last couple of poses in your pajamas, because you could easily just drift right off to slumberland. And so we're going to start with a supine twist. And so come onto your back in your bed. And you're going to start by lifting up your left knee and drop your left knee over your body to the right side. So drop your right knee down towards the ground. And I like to take my right hand and add a little extra pressure on my knee, and then take your gaze, turn your gaze to the left. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, try to deepen your twist just a little bit. And release that. Come back to center and switch sides. So bring your right knee up, cross your right knee over your left, taking my left hand and putting a little extra pressure on my knee, and your right hand to the right. I'm using the side of the bed as some leverage as well to deepen my twist. Stay here for a few breaths. And come back to center. And our final pose is a resting pose. It's called Shavasana, which stands for deep rest or corpse pose. So this is a great way to just end your stretching in your pajamas and just go right off to sleep. And so that's what we will do. We will take Shavasana and we will end here. Thank you for joining me. Namaste, Shavasana.